Hello and welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Investing Club. I'm your host, Gabe Peterson, and this is the place investors go to gain actionable advice, learn about current market trends, and hear war stories from other professional investors out there in the field today. Before we get started, I have two quick housekeeping items for you. First, if you like this episode, we would very much appreciate a like, subscribe, and share. It is the best way to support the show and keep it running far into the future. Second, if you're a new investor looking to get started in real estate or an experienced investor looking to take your investing to the next level, I've created an ebook just for you that will cover how to find deals that are actually deals, how to finance those deals with little to no money down, and how to exit those deals for maximum value. On top of that, I throw in an insane amount of free bonuses that you'll have access to once you buy the ebook. All I charge is our admin costs to keep this show running. So if you're serious about real estate investing and want to create both active and passive income as an investor, head on over to the website at therealestateinvestingclub.com and click on the button that says get the ebook in the upper right-hand corner to grab yourself a copy. With that said, let's dive right in. Today we have a very special guest with us, ready to drop some investor knowledge on you. So buckle up, grab your pen and paper, and enjoy the ride. All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Real Estate Investing Club Daily Deal Review. Today we have James Garner with us again. If you guys missed James's full episode, check it out. It's probably one episode behind this. He goes deep into triple net leases. So if you ever have thought about super passive investments, that's the episode you want to check out. But today, James is here to talk about his deal. So James, thanks for hopping on the Daily Deal Review.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. So going into the first question, and this one is about location. So where was this property located and what type of property was it?
This was a single tenant freestanding net lease property in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. Great metro. Sounds like this is going to be a good one. You always see stories about Tampa in the news too. So hopefully you got a good story about this one. How'd you go about finding this deal?
So this was an owner of multiple properties in the market that I'd worked with for many years. And this deal kind of became a headache for him. Super dense market, but he was ready to kind of move it.
I love it. And that's where real deals are found, is when owners start to hate their properties because sometimes they just forget about them. You know, deferred maintenance piles up, and that is when you can jump in there and find yourself a deal. So you found this. Was this, it sounds like an owner that you had a previous relationship with, or were you marketing for it?
Yeah, definitely. We had just been talking over the years about his property. I had done some analyses for him and helped advise him throughout the years. And this was one that he was just ready to move away from.
Makes sense. So how did you go about pricing this and deciding that it was a deal?
Yeah, so this deal was priced based on the lease that was in place. It was based on the income that the tenant was paying. But similar to in the full episode, I talk about some of those risks. This had a lot of those risks. So short-term lease, the tenant was just a single person, had a personal guarantee on the lease, not a whole lot backing it. And so there was a lot of risk. And because of that, it had to be priced at a higher cap rate.
Perfect. And so you were the broker on this one. You didn't end up buying this, correct?
The buyer did end up buying this.
Okay. The buyer did. Okay. Just want to make sure. So the next question is from the perspective of the buyer then. So how did the buyer end up financing this?
Yeah. So they did have a lender involved, but there was a lot of hair on this deal. It was a really old building and it had environmental issues. And to take it further, those environmental issues were kind of tied into a political battle between city and state. Ooh. So we weren't sure if it was going to be financeable, but we did get it done through the lender by using a form of environmental insurance and a policy that I had never worked with before, which was a learning experience.
Man, yeah, you got to watch out. Get your phase ones done. Make sure there aren't any environmental issues. And if there are, then, you just got to start working through it. It sounds like you got a specific kind of insurance. There's always an insurance for everything. So it sounds like you guys did find a solution for that.
something that doesn't happen every day is that it took a while to get the lender contact comfortable with this insurance policy. And on a Friday, he said, you know what, I approve it, but I can't sign the docs until Monday. And on Saturday, he had a heart attack and he died. And on
Oh,
Monday, I called and they told me, and it was just, a total blindside. The deal ended up going to legal counsel, different contact that denied it. And we had to start the process all over again. But we eventually did get there.
man, that is rough. And not only for the deceased, just everybody in there. That's tough. But you said blindsided. That is the name of the game when it comes to real estate. You're always going to get blindsided. Expect it. It's going to happen. I actually, I don't want to, stay on the topic of death, but I actually just had a seller die on me just recently, and I don't want to make light of this at all. It's it's a very difficult situation, but that kind of stuff does happen in real estate. So, happened in this situation here. So, how did the end buyer add value to this?
So really the benefit of this deal, although it was very hairy, is in a very good location, very dense location. And so there was a fair amount of deferred maintenance that needed to be done. But by basically putting some of that capital into the building, they were able to keep the tenant there and they ended up signing a new lease.
Perfect. I love it. And so what was just general, you don't have to have exact numbers. What was the entry from the buyer's perspective in terms of cap rate numbers and the exit?
Yeah. So this deal, they paid a little over 1.5 million for this deal. And that was close to an 8 cap.
Oh, wow. That's good.
And, I'm not sure what their cap rate was after they put all the deferred maintenance to bed, but they were able to exit, I'd say closer to 2 million. So I'm sure they ended up okay, probably not a massive return after, everything they put into it, but definitely a win, I would say.
Hey, yeah, a win's a win. As long as you're not losing, in my book, you have won things. Even in terms of lessons, I'm sure the buyer here got a bunch of lessons.
Right.
Which actually, that is the next question. So, what are the main lessons, the biggest lesson that you learned through this process?
I would say just, it's not over until the fat lady sings. You got to be ready to just take anything and everything. Because, like you said, you can be as diligent as possible. You can have systems in place. You can think you've seen everything, but then every deal will pop up with something you've never seen before, and like clockwork. And so being able to, turn that around and just figure it out. There were a lot of people that wanted to walk away from this deal throughout the entire process, but if you just don't let it happen, and you find a way to bridge that gap to find a win-win between parties, that's the name of the game. And really, that's real estate, I would say.
Absolutely. I will second that one here. Real estate, it's just solving problems. If you go into something expecting nothing to go wrong, you are in the wrong industry, because real estate's all about problems. You got them in every deal. It's never going to go as you expect. So just,
and I would say after finding a way to get that deal closed, every other deal feels like a cakewalk.
Yeah, exactly. The bigger the mountain, the more the future mountain seems small to you. Awesome. Well, James, that concludes the daily deal review. So I appreciate having you jump back on the show with me.
Absolutely. Thanks, Gabe.
Again, for everybody who missed the first episode, check it out. James's episode is one behind this. He goes deep into triple net leases. So if you're really looking into passive investments, that's a good one to check out. Other than that, if you guys have any questions, as always, reach out to me, Gabe at therealestateinvestingclub.com. If you guys have, I just said that if you have questions, I get through on this on this treadmill, and my brain's just like, you got to keep repeating it. So I hope you guys have a great week. Keep rocking real estate, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Real Estate Investing Club. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I enjoyed putting it on, and we're able to pull some actionable advice that you can apply in your own investing today in the field. Before you go, we have a gift for you. If you're a new investor looking to get started, or an established investor looking to take your investing to the next level, I've created an ebook just for you, available on our website. This ebook will cover how I was able to create both active and passive income in real estate with very little money to start with. In it, I will address the 3 most often cited obstacles new and veteran investors run into by showing you how to find deals that are actually deals, how to finance a deal with little to no money down, and how to exit those deals for maximum value. And if you get the ebook today, I am throwing in a bundle of bonuses, 7 of them to be exact. The first one will be the off-market lead generation blueprint, which will take you through the exact systems and processes we use to generate off-market leads like clockwork, which is the most important skill when it comes to creating wealth in real estate. The second bonus is the A to Z REI systems and vendors guide, which will allow you to peek under the hood of our business and see the exact tools, systems, and even the vendors we use to see the success that we do. And the third bonus is the top 100 best performing keywords pack, which will give you the exact keywords we use to target motivated sellers online using PPC ads. The fourth bonus is our contracts bundle for wholesaling and renting real estate, which will give you access to all the contracts we use in the field to execute all different types of transactions. After that is the Investors Quick Analysis Calculator and Offer Tool, which will allow you to quickly calculate whether a deal is an actual deal and will allow you to create an offer automatically from those calculations. This is a lot of bonuses that I said. I'm just going to keep going down the list. Number 6 is the Investors Daily Success Tracker, which is a tracker you can use to ensure you are taking the right actions day in and day out to reach your financial goals in real estate. And the last bonus is the Wholesalers Template for Quick Assignment Cash, which will give you the templates we use to present our wholesale deals professionally and efficiently to our buyers. Whew, that is a bundle. So it's a mouthful. You get all of those bonuses for free when you download the ebook. All we charge is the admin cost to run the show. So if you're interested in the ebook and the bonus bundle, head on over to the website at therealestateinvestingclub.com. Click on Get the Ebook Bundle at the top of the page to take advantage of that deal. And with that said, I hope you have a fantastic day, an even better week. Keep rocking real estate, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.